Hi guys, thanks for joining us. Today we'll be making one of my favorite Korean dishes, Dakgalbi. We will first begin by making the sauce, and this sauce is used to marinate our delicious chicken. So we'll first add in 2 tablespoons of white sugar, and this can be any brand of sugar or it can be substituted if you prefer. We will then add in 3 tablespoons of chili flakes. This brand is my favorite Korean brand. All of the products used today can be found at my favorite Korean supermarket, Pat Supermarket, and I 10 out of 10 recommend. All their food is super fresh, delicious, and amazing. Now we'll add in 1 tablespoon of dashi. This can be substituted for beef broth. We will then add in 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You can add more or less depending on your taste profile. I like to add just 3 because it's just the right amount of salt. Next, we have some oyster sauce. We'll add in about 1 tablespoon. As you can see, it's a little hard to get out of the bottle. Add in about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and then add in 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. Next, have some minced garlic up and put in 2 tablespoons of the garlic. And next, we have a very important ingredient called gochujang. We add in about 3 tablespoons, and this is an irreplaceable ingredient. Please do not replace with anything else or the taste will just not be the same. This adds the flavor and punch to the dish, and it is a must-have. And finally, we will add in a very secret ingredient, 1 tablespoon of Korean curry powder. This is the secret to have a restaurant quality dish. It can be skipped, but check out Pat Supermarket if you can't find it. Next, add in about 1/2 of a cup of apple juice or 100 milliliters. This can be substituted with pineapple or kiwi juice. And then mix very well, mix until there's no lumps, and it seems to have a smooth consistency. Now that our sauce is done, we can set it aside and prepare our chicken thighs. Here I'm just slicing up some pre-prepped chicken thighs into smaller pieces, but if your chicken has skin or it has excess fat, feel free to remove it or keep it to your preference. Mine's just pre-prepped from the store, so I'll just be slicing it into pieces. Once your chicken is prepped, add it into your sauce that we have already made. You want to mix it well and coat the chicken well, and we want to leave this in the fridge for about 20 minutes. Usually it's 2 hours, but we just don't have the time for that today. While your meat is marinating, we can then begin to prepare our vegetables. Here I have a Japanese sweet potato, a white onion, some perilla leaves, which will be used for later, some green onions, and a half a head of cabbage. You will also need to prepare rice cakes. Usually these are frozen and need to be defrosted before use, so here I am just placing them in water to defrost. Then chop to your preference. I like to just slice up all my vegetables to around the same size so they cook around at the same time. So here we have all our pre-cut vegetables, our cabbage, green onion, sweet potato, white onion, and of course our rice cakes. Here we have the perilla leaves, which can be set aside for later. Here I am just setting up all my ingredients to show you how to order them in the pan. You will want to find the largest pan you have available to cook with. This is my largest pan. And we will begin by first putting some olive oil on the bottom of the pan. You can turn your heat up to medium-high to kind of get your pan hot. And the first ingredient that you want to add is the sweet potato and rice cakes at the bottom of the pan. Then you will layer the onions, both white and green. And you may be asking, why do we do this? Well, we do this so we can have an even and consistent cook with every ingredient so nothing is overcooked or undercooked. And lastly, we will place the cabbage on top. When all your veggies are stacked, add on top your marinated chicken. I like to pour all the sauce on for extra flavor, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can take a couple of minutes just to let your veggies sit to cook. Here I am just stirring to kind of hurry up the process as everything is sped up. And here we have the final product. To check your chicken, you can simply take a piece and make sure there is no pink. Please make sure all your chicken is cooked thoroughly. And now for the best part, we get to eat. So here I am just plating some instant rice that I got from Pat's Supermarket with some perilla leaves. I like to eat this in a wrap, but you can also just mix it all together. I hope you were able to enjoy this dish just as much as I do. Thanks for joining us today.